Alright, so welcome back. And now we're going to be taking a look at the secret unit from the exclusive anniversary update banner. And it's Dio over Heaven. Or in this game, it's called God. God Standless. And then there's a stand on mode. God above Heaven. But yeah, let's take a look at the unit. So this is one of the best unit in the game right now. And if you are trying to find a good Monarch unit, this is definitely one of the best units you can get Monarch on right now, like right this instance. But let's see. On placement, he's doing 81,000 damage on the Stainless version. So let's take a look at the Stainless first. And let's take a look at the passive. Reality Rewrite. This unit has a menu that allows the player to select a status effect to apply on hit. Anytime this unit attacks an enemy inflicted with status effect, gains damage by 50% for 10 seconds, cannot stack. And then next is Your Reality is Mine. On takedown, spawns the defeated enemy as a summon with 50% of this unit's damage. This was actually nerfed. It was 10% of the enemy's health as a summon. Now it's 50% of this unit's damage. And then grants immunity to status debuffs. It was me. When this unit is placed or swapped in, time stops all enemies on the map for 10 seconds. Can only occur 3 times per match. This is not good. I don't think you're going to be using this as a as time stop, right? Because what else can you use it for? Like progressive, you're never going to need time stop unless you're just clutching up for some reason. You can't meet the stage and then you just time stop. But for infinite, maybe. I just don't see like why you would want to use this passive. But let's see the first effect. There's a little combo. And then the next attack is a full AoE. Summons the lightning. And if you see him time stopping an enemy, it's just a visual bug. Or I guess it's just visuals, it's not a bug. It's just visuals. So when the enemy is stopped on the tracks, they're not actually stopped, they're just going to teleport after the time stops. Like it's just an animation. But the final attack turns into a circle AoE. And I think he does a little combo. I can't see what's happening. Yeah, he just does a little combo. Let's spawn in an alpha. Let's spawn in a stronger alpha, I guess. So there's knives up there. I didn't see. But yeah, when you look at the animation, Alpha actually stops on the track and she's just going to teleport after that. Let's see. For example, this unit, it's just going to die. But you get what I mean, right? He stopped here, but he's actually walking, right? He's actually walking, and then when the animation stops, he's going to be right here. As you can see, the knives just went here, even though the enemy died. But yeah, that's it for the Stainless version. He's doing 1.16 million damage, 160,000 DPS, and here's the Reality Rewrite. You can inflict any debuff in the game except for certain debuffs. I guess this is the common debuffs, right? You can apply Wounded, Rupture, Freeze, and etc. So for you that don't have Alucard yet, because there's no pity for him, yeah, you can use Dio for whatever reason. You can use Rupture, but you can just use Goalie for that, right? Goalie is way more consistent. And let's take a look at the stand-on version. So the stand-on version does 54,000 damage on placement. And when you swap for the first time, it's going to time stop everyone, I think. Yeah, let's just take a look at the passive first. Reality Rewrite. Wait, no, hold on. Swap him back right. Oh wait, no. Alright. Above Heaven gains the active ability Above Heaven. When Above Heaven is activated, increases damage by 50% for 90 seconds. The one above, on takedown, reduces the cooldown of Above Heaven by 0.2 seconds and grants immunity to status effects. Rewrite the Heavens. When this form is swapped in, increase damage by 50% for 60 seconds. He's doing 81,000 on the first upgrade or on placement. Next upgrade, he's going to be a line AoE at 174,000 damage, 30,000 DPS, and the effects are he shoots a beam. Yes, how interesting. Now the final attack. Turns into a cone, does a barrage, and a little combo. I think he also time stops the enemy. No, I guess not. Above Heaven is an ability here. It time stops the enemy. And on the one above, reduces the cooldown of Above Heaven by 0.2 seconds on takedown. So let's use Above Heaven right now. See, everyone in the map is time stopped, and there's a cutscene for that for some reason. Alright, so on takedown, he's decreasing the cooldown of this by 0.2 per takedown. It's a really good time stop unit for the stand-on version. But I essentially like the standless version more because he summons the enemy's kill as summons. So let's swap. So if he kills an enemy, he'll spawn in with half of his damage as the health for the summons. I think that's pretty nutty for the units. What? But yeah, that's it for Dio. I think this is a really good unit, one of the best units in the game. Time stop, and then after swapping, he deals 2.32 million damage, 320,000 DPS. But his only downside is that his range is 37, and then he's a cone AoE. But yeah, that's it for Dio over Heaven. The best unit in the update, I think, because he's consistent, unlike Wonder of You. But I think Wonder of You comes second with this update, best unit, or maybe Hollow Knight. But yeah, that's about it.